Are y'all keeping up with this story? Jasmine and Matt. So the two of them got together after things kind of hit the fan between she and her estranged husband, Gino, right? Matt has spent the entirety of the season pining for Jasmine. We're about to find out in next week's episode about the pregnancy and whatnot, right? So, like, they do have a daughter together. I believe her name is Maddie. And now, come to find out, the two of them have seemingly already broken up. And Jasmine is looking into moving already to Italy. And did you guys know Jasmine actually speaks a little bit of Italian? Watch her tell you about her plans to move herself, okay? In Italian. Take a listen.
Sto seriamente pensando di trasferirmi definitivamente fuori dall'America. Ho sempre considerato sperimentare il vecchio mondo, quindi Italia mi viene sempre in mente, quindi iniziare a praticare il mio italiano e apprendere le lingue più seriamente.
I love me a language nerd. I love me a polyglot. So listening to Jasmine talking about wanting to move to Italy and doing it in Italian already is just really, really cool. I'm happy for her. I think it's really beautiful the way that she loves and appreciates learning new languages. However, I'm kind of concerned about what's going on with her children back in Panama. A lot of it, like, it's really hard to even remember, but Jasmine is a parent. Like, she's got kids in Panama, right? So is she going to be able to bring them with her to Italy? I don't know, but I'm very curious about that entire situation. So for those of you who might not know, the reason, or the official reason, why Jasmine's children are not with her in the United States is because apparently Gino left them off of the visa application. And so she was not able to actually go ahead and bring them over to the US with her. So I don't know how Jasmine would be able to get an Italian visa, for example. I think she would have to find herself a nice Italian man to kind of hitch her wagon to personally. And I'm not too sure that she can pull that off at this point with as much baggage as she has. Let me go ahead and pull up the screenshots, by the way, about her relationship with Matt, because throughout this entire season, it looks like Matt is her soulmate, right? Like, the way that he is so thirsty for her, like truly, truly desperately thirsty for her. She's working out her weird kind of complex marriage with Gino. And this guy is constantly telling her to choose him, right? He's the ultimate pick-me. And so now to find out that they just had this baby and they're already broken up, like, it's really, really disappointing, to say the least. Although it does appear as though Jasmine is taking this breakup in stride and just looking to pack her bags and move on to the next country. So these are the screenshots. Shout out to the Instagram page, The Reality Mess, for capturing them. They show the two of them going back and forth in the comment section, and the confirmation that Matt has moved out or of the home, right? So she posted a selfie of her pregnant baby belly, and Matt posted a comment that says, "I love you, and I've waited patiently because my heart believes in us, but it hurts to feel like my love isn't met with the same care. I wish it could be easy, but begging for love wears on me." And it really does seem as though that was the dynamic of their relationship, right? Jasmine getting to figure out things within her marriage, figuring out things in her relationship with Matt, as Matt is just there constantly waiting in the cut for her to come through. "Oh, is that my girl Hamlet's princess? Hey, boo, nice to see you." And so Jasmine responded to that comment saying, "Why you have to comment this kind of stuff here to make me look like the bad guy? Then you complain when I overreact. Come pick up your mail. By the way, I'm not a post office," right? So confirming that things are over and that Matt has moved out of the home. I still am really kind of like sad about this, because Matt really seemed like he truly, truly loved Jasmine and wanted to be with her. And so just to think that, he did all of that for her just to break up before their baby even turns 1 year old, like, that really is just absolutely devastating, right? I definitely feel for Jasmine in that respect. Like, you move to the US for a guy, the guy kind of leaves you hanging or whatever, although that whole open marriage thing, listen, I want to know what you guys think about this dynamic and whatnot in the comment section. If you're watching my playback or if you're watching me live, I'm ready to see what you have to say in the live chat. And Esther, no, you have not missed the Kale story. Do not worry. That is going to be our third story of the day, okay? Lynn says, I am not, I have no idea who these people are. Listen, 90 Day Fiance universe really is full of just so many characters. It's very easy to lose track. J Dash says, old zesty ass Matt with his simping self, the F. Really, you think that about? Listen, I do think he's a simp, but I'm sad. Like, I think every girl deserves a nice simp, don't you? I'm just sad though that things did not work out like so quickly after the birth of their baby. And she truly is messy. I'm so freaking shocked by all of this so quickly. Acacia says, how is she supposed to co-parent and the other kids? Exactly, right? Jasmine already has kids in Panama. Who's watching them? Like her mom or something? Then she has a child in the United States. I don't see Matt allowing Jasmine to leave the US with their daughter. So maybe it kind of feels like Jasmine's just going to do the same thing she did to her other kids in Panama, right? Which is just to leave the child behind and to move on with her life to a different country. Sad, 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 right? Good morning, C. Nice to see you. T. Ruth says, sounds like she's okay with living a single child-free life. And I agree. Listen, she's meant to be a free child-free girly, right? Like, free as a bird, do anything you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. So why is she having these kids? You know, like, you would think that like her having a baby by an American and then having the whole marriage visa and whatnot, she would double down on that, wait until she has her green card before picking up her life again. But the whole kid thing really just does not seem to be for her. Ronnie says, wait, how is she leaving her kids? Exactly, right? Like you wouldn't even know that this woman had children at all, the way that she navigates through life. And, you know, I find that to be very, very sad for her kids. Gwen is back with a new photo. Look at this bandana. How groovy is that? You know what this bandana reminds me of? Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls. Love it. Good morning, all. I'm a little drowsy from my muscle relaxer, but I'll get it together. Well, listen, you know what? Even if you're just chilling in the bushes for today's episode, don't worry. We're happy to just have your presence. Feel better soon, Gwen. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And good morning, Ashley. Nice to see you. Good morning, Susie. Nice to see you. Matt says she's weird for not worrying about her other kids. I agree. I think that it is so freaking odd. I'm really curious about what actually went down behind the scenes here because this seemed like a really, really good match. He seemed very, very dedicated to her. So what could happen? Do you guys think that Jasmine is at fault here? Right? And she says, hell no to an open marriage, not mine at least. And I agree. I don't listen. Shout out to those of you who have these open marriages, open relationships or whatever. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like the way that I just couldn't do it. I couldn't. I feel like I would be constantly on edge. And like, I just don't have an interest in like multiple men or whatever. Like, I'm very like, you know, you get one and that's good, right? Like, I don't have a wandering eye, but God bless those of you who do and are able to do it ethically. But it just feels like it would stress me the hell out. What do you mean, you know, other women exist? You know, like, oh, no. Winnie the Cat says, I always felt it was selfish of Jasmine to have another baby when her other kids are still stuck away from her. I agree. But you know what? To play devil's advocate here, I kind of wonder if her strategy was, okay, let me like, you know, kind of anchor baby it up over here. And then maybe that'll kind of solidify my visa or my immigration here, and then I'll be able to bring my other kids. Maybe this is something she felt she was doing for her other kids. I don't know. Listen, I'm just trying to like explore all options here, right? Ronnie says, I couldn't leave my kids. Listen, I don't even have any, and I wouldn't either. You know, that's what makes her so strange. And the fact that she's got this like newborn, like she's got this like, you know, kind of toddler, not even a toddler, like a real newborn, an infant, and she's already like, deuces, let me go to my next country. Like, yeah, Jaleesa, like it's kind of giving that, right? Very, very sad. So Ramster says her mom is looking after her two sons, one having special needs. So isn't that crazy? The idea that you're like a woman of a particular age, right? Because Jasmine, how old is Jasmine? Isn't she like in her 40s? So her mom would be what, like 60s or something, 60s, 70s. And you're having to spend your golden years looking after your like grown deadbeat child's like children. Like, no, like that sucks. That's so mean. Like she should be looking to go back to Panama. And listen, there's so many Americans who go immigrate to Panama, right? Like it's a pretty good country from what I'm hearing. So it's just so weird to me, like that these are a complete afterthought to her. Winnie the Cat says, I could never just up and leave my children. She constantly used those kids to guilt Gino, right? Like I think it's so freaking sad and weird. I just do not understand what she's got going on. Morning End. Ramsey says the Italian. Oh, so does Gino have Italian citizenship and everything? Because listen, I don't know how long these two have been married for. They are separated. However, they've been married for a long time, or they have been married for at least 2 years or something like that on paper. And if she already speaks a certain level of Italian and she knows Italian history, I think after only 3 years of marriage to an Italian person, you can go ahead and apply for citizenship. So maybe that's what she'll do. But listen, I think for people who come from like Latin America and whatnot, the quickest way to get like EU citizenship would be to go through Spain. I think in Spain it's only like 1 or 2 years, and boom, you're eligible, right? And so you already speak the language. You should have a certain base level of the history, given that it's so interwoven with your own countries. So that to me, if I were, like Latina, Afro Latino or whatever, that's the direction I would go down. Just saying. Hey, BR, nice to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's what I'm thinking, Minnie. Like, I don't get it. Like, listen, I understand why men want to be like polyamorous and whatnot. Women are the bomb.com. We're amazing. Like, you really help to like, elevate, somebody's life and whatnot. And we're so right? We smell so good. But like one man is more than enough for me to put up with. I can't. Like the idea of having multiple sounds like a nightmare to me.